How y'all today? I'm Cajun and that's Creola. Together we are the Creoljun Contessas, sisters sharing the recipes of Louisiana that our mama taught us. We'll show y'all how to prepare the Creole and Cajun inspired foods of South Louisiana using a cooking style we call good lovin' from the oven.
Louisiana still today, even after that horrific BP Gulf of Mexico oil spill, boasts the largest remaining oyster reefs on the planet. And like most every other Creole and Cajun, we love us some oysters. Now look, we know raw oysters ain't for everybody. Cajun loves raw oysters on the half shell, me, not so much. But I'll tap a fried oyster po' boy or some oysters bienville. And depending on who made it, I'll even eat oyster stew.
So, we had a big decision to make. How best to bring y'all into the field of oyster preparers and oyster eaters. And, as always, any decision, big or small, you gotta argue it through.
Just know it's the Creoljun way. And in the end, we compromise, like we do most things. We decided cooked oysters on the half shell was just the thing.
So today, we're sharing the recipe for Oysters St. Rockefeller. Delicate, sweet-tasting oysters prepared in a half shell. Y'all gonna love them for sure.
So let's get started. First, let's preheat our oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So there are three major components to this dish. Oysters on a half shell, what we call a Spinach Béchamel, and a Crumb Topping. For the seafood component, we'll need 1 pint of raw oysters. Remember that fight Cajun told y'all about? Well, this was part of it. Everyone can't get fresh, unshucked oysters year-round. But this is such a tasty dish, we wanted to share and make it as authentic as possible for cooks to prepare year-round. So we're going to use commercially shucked oysters for the recipe. Y'all also need 12 oyster half shells. So we purchased these oyster half shells from Amazon. The good thing about oyster shells is that they are reusable and can be easily sanitized. Just simply boil in a pot of water for about 5 minutes, drain and lay out on a soft towel to air dry. Then you want to store them in an airtight container until they're ready to use. You also want a pound of rock salt. You can also use any large crystal salt if you can't get your hands on rock salt. Kosher salt, ice cream salt, or Himalaya salt will do. Just no iodized salt. We also need several sprigs of parsley, chopped parsley.
For the spinach bechamel, we'll need a half a stick of salted butter, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 bunch of finely chopped green onions, 1/8 cup of minced celery, 1/4 cup of your favorite dry white wine, 2½ cups of chopped baby spinach, and reserve oyster juice. 4 slices of crispy bacon, 1/2 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese, and 4 ounces of cream cheese.
That's also needed. So for the crumb topping, we'll need 1/4 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Now for the preparation. You want to get a microwave safe plate because we're going to cook our bacon in the microwave. Line the plate with about 4 paper towels to soak up the grease and make the bacon really crispy. Take out 4 slices of the bacon, cut it in half so they will fit nicely on the plate if you need to. Cover with an additional 2 paper towels to contain the splatter, and you want to cook it on high for about 4 minutes. Next, you want to line your rim baking sheet with your rock salt or whatever salt you decided to use. You want to nest your 12 half shells into the rock salt, making sure the shells are stabilized. So you want to get them in there and make sure that they don't move while they're cooking. Then you want to move to your oysters. Drain your oysters using a colander and reserve that liquid for the bechamel sauce. And then place the oysters in the refrigerator until you need them.
Now on to the spinach bechamel. In a skillet, melt the butter over medium heat. Once that is melted, you're going to add your garlic, saute for about a minute. Please don't burn, because if you burn it, the whole dish is a disaster.
Yep, miss.
Divide the butter, garlic mixture in half. Half stays in the skillet, the other half stays in place for the breadcrumb mixture. We're going to add celery, green onions, and wine in the pan and allow it to simmer for a couple of minutes. Then we're going to add the spinach. The spinach is going to simmer until it's wilted. On a low flame, we're going to add our reserved oyster juice, bacon, Parmesan cheese, softened cream cheese, and salt and pepper to taste. Stir until the cheeses are melted and the ingredients are all incorporated. Remove from heat.
And then to make your crumb topping, you just want to gently incorporate the butter garlic mixture that Cajun talked about. Incorporate that into the seasoned breadcrumbs and into the Parmesan cheese. Then what you also want to do is retrieve your oysters from the refrigerator. Place each oyster. Now, if these are small oysters, you may have to place 2 oysters in the shell. But place the oysters in the shell, spoon a heaping helping of that bechamel sauce, and then follow that with a nice spoonful of the seasoned breadcrumb mixture. And then once you have that assembled, you want to sprinkle it with a little parsley. Then what you want to do is bake for 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. You can serve it with lemon wedges and Tabasco sauce. And there you have it, straight from the bayou. Oysters, St. Rockefeller. Let's reveal and taste. I want a little Tabasco sauce on mine. What about this lemon? Well, y'all saw me blow half my parsley off, and that's okay. I should have put a little bit more Tabasco sauce. Delicious. Delicious. Know what that means, right? A little bit of Cajun with a little bit of Creole. That's good eating. If you want to see more videos about Cajun and Creole inspired dishes, beverages, desserts, appetizers, don't forget to subscribe. I need to go get me several more of these. And remember to follow us on Instagram at the Creole and Contessas. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, hell yeah.